The Principality of Monaco stands as a shimmering jewel on the French Riviera, a microstate that defines luxury, prestige, and coastal beauty. Nestled along the Mediterranean Sea, it is almost entirely surrounded by France, yet it maintains a fierce and proud independence that has lasted for centuries. Geographically, it is the second smallest country in the world, surpassed only by Vatican City, covering just over 2 square kilometers. Despite its tiny footprint, Monaco is one of the most densely populated nations on Earth, a vertical city where every inch of land is utilized with architectural precision. The landscape is characterized by steep, rocky cliffs that plunge into the turquoise waters of the sea, creating a dramatic backdrop for the skyscrapers and Belle Epoque villas that climb the hillsides. As of 2026, the geography has even grown through human ingenuity. The Maritera project has added 6 hectares of reclaimed land, extending the coastline with sustainable luxury residences and green spaces. This expansion highlights the nation's constant evolution and its refusal to be limited by its borders. Monaco is famous globally, not just for its physical beauty, but for its status as a playground for the international elite. It is a tax haven that attracts the wealthiest individuals on the planet, creating an atmosphere where supercars, designer boutiques, and massive yachts are part of the everyday scenery. The name Monte Carlo often becomes synonymous with the country itself, evoking images of the legendary casino and the glamour of the 1950s when Hollywood star Grace Kelly became its princess. It is also the home of the world's most prestigious motor race, the Monaco Grand Prix, where the narrow city streets are transformed into a high-speed circuit. Beyond the glitz, Monaco is a leader in environmental conservation, driven by the passion of the princely family for oceanography and sustainable urban living. It is a place where history meets the future, where medieval alleys in the old town sit just minutes away from cutting-edge eco-districts. For a visitor, Monaco offers a sensory overload of Mediterranean sun, the scent of salt water mixed with expensive perfume, and the sight of a skyline that looks more like a work of art than a city. Whether you are there to walk the legendary harbor or explore the quiet gardens perched high above the sea, Monaco represents an aspirational lifestyle that continues to fascinate the world. The history of Monaco is a saga of resilience, cunning, and the enduring legacy of a single family, the Grimaldis, who have ruled the rock for over 700 years. The story begins long before the modern skyscrapers, with the ancient Greeks and Romans who recognized the strategic value of the massive limestone headland known as the Rock of Monaco. In 1191, the Holy Roman Emperor granted the area to the Republic of Genoa, which began building a fortress on the summit in 1215. However, the true birth of the Monegasque state occurred on a cold night in January 1297. According to legend, Francesco Grimaldi, a Genoese nobleman known as Malizia, or the Cunning, arrived at the gates of the fortress disguised as a Franciscan monk. Seeking shelter, he was granted entry, only to draw a hidden sword and lead his men in a surprise takeover of the citadel. This daring act established the Grimaldi claim to the territory, and the image of a monk wielding a sword remains a central symbol on the nation's coat of arms to this day. Throughout the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, Monaco's survival was constantly threatened by the power struggles between France, Spain, and the various Italian states. The Grimaldis had to navigate these waters with incredible diplomatic skill, often shifting alliances to maintain their sovereignty. In 1489, King Charles VIII of France finally recognized Monaco as an independent state, and later, the Treaty of Perrin in 1641 secured French protection while confirming the prince's absolute authority. A dark period followed during the French Revolution, when the palace was looted and the family was imprisoned, with Monaco being annexed to France. However, the fall of Napoleon allowed the Grimaldis to return in 1814, though they were placed under the protection of the Kingdom of Sardinia until 1861. The modern era of Monaco began under Prince Charles III, who faced a financial crisis after the loss of the neighboring towns of Menton and Roquebrune. To save the state, he turned to tourism and gambling, commissioning the creation of the Monte Carlo casino and the building of a luxury resort district. This gamble paid off spectacularly, turning a sleepy fishing village into a hub for European royalty and high society. The 20th century saw even greater transformation under Prince Rainier III, known as the Builder Prince. He expanded the territory through land reclamation and famously married Grace Kelly, bringing global attention to the principality. Today, under Prince Albert II, Monaco focuses on modernizing its heritage, preserving the old town of Monaco-Ville, while leading the world in marine conservation. The heritage districts, specifically the Rock, are a living museum where the medieval layout remains intact, featuring narrow lanes, the majestic Prince's Palace, and the white stone cathedral. Walking through these areas, one feels the weight of 7 centuries of history, a narrative of a small family that successfully built one of the most influential and stable monarchies in Europe against all odds. Monaco is a land of icons, where every building and square seems to hold a place in global popular culture. The most famous landmark is undoubtedly the Casino de Monte Carlo, a masterpiece of Belle Epoque architecture designed by Charles Garnier, the same man who created the Paris Opera. Its marble floors, gold leaf details, and ornate gaming rooms are world-renowned, though many visitors come simply to stand in the Place du Casino and watch the parade of Ferraris and Bentleys. Adjacent to the casino is the Hôtel de Paris and the Café de Paris, legendary spots for people watching and soaking in the atmosphere of high-end luxury. Moving away from the glitz of Monte Carlo, one must ascend the Rock to reach Monaco-Ville, the historic heart of the country. Here, the Prince's Palace serves as the official residence of the sovereign prince. A highlight for any tourist is the changing of the guard ceremony, which takes place every day at 11:55 a.m. with military precision. Inside, the state apartments reveal a stunning collection of frescoes, tapestries, and artworks that chronicle the Grimaldi dynasty. Not far from the palace stands the Monaco Cathedral, an imposing Romanesque Byzantine structure built from white stone brought from Turin. This site is deeply emotional for many, as it contains the tombs of past sovereigns, including Prince Rainier III and Princess Grace. For those interested in science and the sea, the Oceanographic Museum is an absolute must-see. Perched on the edge of a cliff, this Temple of the Sea is guarded by Prince Albert I, who was once directed by the famous explorer Jacques Cousteau. It houses a world-class aquarium and massive skeletons of whales, blending historical scientific research with modern interactive exhibits. The harbor area, known as Port Hercules, is another landmark of this art. is deep enough to accommodate the largest cruise ships and superyachts. It serves as the start and finish line of the Monaco Grand Prix. Visitors can easily imagine the roar of engines during the race. For a change of pace, the French Riviera district offers the Princess Grace Rose Garden, a peaceful sanctuary filled with thousands of roses of every variety, dedicated to the memory of the princess. In recent years, the Monaco district has emerged as a new area, showcasing the future of sustainable luxury, with its French Riviera designed residences and waterfront promenades. From the medieval charm of the old town to the futuristic vision of its newest convenience, Monaco's landmarks are a testament to its ability to reinvent itself and honor its past. Each monument and square tells a story of a nation that, despite its size, refuses to be anything less than extraordinary. The culture and traditions of Monaco are fascinated by deep Mediterranean heritage, French and Italian influences, and a unique national identity that has been carefully preserved by the Monaco family and the local citizens. At the heart of this culture is a profound sense of loyalty to the sovereign and a pride in the nation's independence. One of the most significant expressions of this is the celebration of National Day, also known as the Sovereign's Day. Held every year on November 19th, this date was chosen by Prince Rainier III to honor his patron saint, and Prince Albert II decided to maintain it in memory of his father. On this day, the principality is transformed into a sea of red and white, with the national flag draped over balconies, storefronts, and public buildings. The festivities begin with a solemn Te Deum Mass at the Monaco Cathedral, attended by the princely family in full ceremonial dress, followed by a military parade and the presentation of medals in the palace courtyard. It is a day of deep emotional significance, where the bond between the people and the prince is visibly renewed. Another pillar of Monegasque tradition is the celebration of Saint Devote, the patron saint of Monaco, on January 26th and 27th. According to legend, Devote was a young Christian martyr from Corsica, whose body was placed in a boat that was guided by a dove to the shores of Monaco. Every year, a symbolic boat is burned on the evening of the 26th in the presence of the sovereign and the public, followed by a fireworks display and religious processions. These traditions are not just for show. They are deeply ingrained in the local psyche. The Monegasque language, a dialect related to Ligurian, is another vital cultural element. Although French is the official language, Monegasque is taught in schools to ensure that the unique linguistic heritage of the rock is not lost to time. In social settings, etiquette in Monaco is of the utmost importance. There is a refined sense of decorum that governs daily life, especially in public spaces. Visitors are expected to dress modestly and appropriately. Walking the streets in swimwear or without a shirt is strictly forbidden and can result in fines. When entering a church or a formal establishment, a certain level of formality is required, reflecting the conservative Catholic values that still underpin much of the society. Tipping is customary, but often included in the bill, and a polite, quiet demeanor is highly valued in the principality's upscale neighborhoods. Music and dance also play a role in traditional life, particularly through the La Paladienne folk group, which performs traditional dances accompanied by the mandolin and accordion during summer festivals and local gatherings. These performances often feature costumes that reflect the 18th century peasant life of the region, providing a stark but beautiful contrast to the modern luxury that surrounds them. Even as Monaco positions itself as a global leader in technology and sustainability, these old customs serve as the foundation of its society, giving the residents a sense of continuity and belonging in an ever-changing world. To understand Monaco is to appreciate this delicate balance between the high-octane lifestyle of Monte Carlo and the quiet, tradition-bound life of the families who have called the rock home for generations. Monégasque cuisine is a delightful reflection of its geographical position. Nestled between the culinary giants of France and Italy while maintaining a distinct coastal identity. The food here is often described as a cuisine of the sun, characterized by fresh Mediterranean ingredients like olive oil, tomatoes, garlic, and an abundance of seafood. The most iconic and beloved of all local dishes is the barbation. This crispy, deep-fried pastry is stuffed with a savory mixture of Swiss chard, ricotta cheese, leeks, and sometimes herbs or rice. Its name literally translates to Uncle John, and legend has it that an ancestor named Jean accidentally dropped a chard-filled ravioli into a frying pan, creating a snack that would become the national dish. Barbation is found everywhere, from local bakeries to the most exclusive cocktail parties, and it is a must-try for any visitor seeking an authentic taste of Monaco. Another staple is the stockfi, a rich stew made from dried stockfish, cod, rehydrated and cooked in a vibrant tomato sauce with black olives, capers, garlic, and plenty of herbs. It is a hearty dish that speaks to the historical maritime roots of the Principality. For those wandering the streets of the old town or the markets, soca is a popular and healthy snack. Originally from neighboring Nice, this thin, peppery pancake made from chickpea flour is cooked in large, copper tins in wood-fired ovens until the edges are crispy and the center remains soft. It is best enjoyed hot and seasoned with a generous amount of black pepper. On the sweeter side, the faugas monégasque is a traditional pastry that is as beautiful as it is delicious. It is a sweet bread flavored with orange flower water and decorated with red and white sugared aniseed, reflecting the colors of the national flag, along with almonds and raisins. This festive bread is traditionally eaten during celebrations and provides a light, aromatic finish to a meal. To experience the heart of Monaco's food culture, one must visit the Marché de la Condiment. This historic market at the Place d'Armes is where locals go to buy fresh produce and socialise. Inside the market hall, you can find numerous stalls serving traditional specialties at reasonable prices, offering a more grounded experience than the high-end restaurants of Monte Carlo. However, no discussion of Monaco's food is complete without mentioning its world-class fine dining. The Principality boasts an incredible density of Michelin stars. Led by Alain de Casse's Le Louis XV in the Hôtel de Paris, this restaurant is a temple of gastronomy, where the finest ingredients from the French and Italian Rivieras are transformed into edible art. Beyond the elite restaurants, the seafood culture is vibrant, with the Pearls of Monte Carlo at the end of the Fontville Pier offering fresh oysters and lobster harvested right from the local waters. Whether you are grabbing a quick piece of pissolatière, an onion and anchovy tart from a street vendor, or sitting down for a multi-course tasting menu overlooking the Mediterranean, the cuisine of Monaco is a celebration of the sea and the soil. Blending simplicity with absolute luxury. The experiences and activities available in Monaco are as diverse as the people who visit, ranging from adrenaline-fueled motorsports to quiet walks through historic gardens. For many, the ultimate experience is walking the legendary Monaco Grand Prix circuit, Unlike other racetracks, this circuit consists of the actual city streets, and visitors can walk the entire loop in about an hour. Starting at the start-finish line in Port Hercules, you can follow the route up to the Cinque-Devote corner, climb the hill past the designer boutiques to the casino square, descend the famous Mirabeau Bend, and navigate the tightest hairpin in Formula 1 at the Grand Hotel. Walking through the tunnel and back along the harbor gives you a true sense of the precision and bravery required by the world's best drivers. For those who prefer a more relaxed pace, walking tours of the Les Rochers district offer a journey back in time. The narrow, pedestrian-only alleys of the old town are perfect for exploring hidden courtyards, small craft shops, and local cafes. Shopping is, of course, a major pastime in Monaco. The Metropole shopping Monte Carlo, located across from the casino gardens, offers a luxurious environment with marble floors and chandeliers, housing over 80 boutiques. For a more modern experience, the One Monte Carlo district near the casino features striking contemporary architecture and the most exclusive fashion houses in the world. Even if you aren't looking to buy, the window shopping here is an experience in itself. Nightlife in Monaco is legendary, centering around iconic venues like Jimmy's Monte Carlo, which has been the heartbeat of the Principality's club scene for decades, attracting celebrities and international DJs. For a more laid-back but still glamorous evening, La Rescasse at the Port is a famous spot for après-ski-style parties after the races and live music throughout the year. Families will find plenty to do at the Oceanographic Museum, where the interactive tactile pool allows children to learn about marine life up close, or at the Jardin Animalier, a boutique zoo located on the side of the rock that houses animals that were either abandoned or donated. Another high-end experience is a yacht tour. Many companies offer private charters that allow you to see the Principality from the sea, providing a unique perspective of the skyline and the dramatic cliffs. For the more adventurous, supercar driving experiences are available, allowing you to get behind the wheel of a Ferrari or Lamborghini for a guided drive along the coastal Corniche roads that offer breathtaking views of the French Riviera. No visit is complete without a trip to the Casino de Monte Carlo, where you can admire the architecture and, if you are properly dressed, try your luck at the tables. Even just sitting at the Café de Paris with a coffee and watching the endless parade of luxury cars and fashion-forward people in the square is a quintessentially Monegasque activity that captures the essence of the city. Monaco is a place where every corner offers a new experience. Whether it's the quiet contemplation of a Japanese garden or the high-stakes excitement of the gaming rooms, the natural beauty of Monaco is often overshadowed by its legendary skyline. Yet for those who look closely, the Principality offers some of the most meticulously maintained and breathtaking outdoor spaces in the Mediterranean. The geography of the region, where the rugged southern Alps meet the deep blue sea, creates a microclimate that allows for an incredible diversity of flora, much of which is showcased in the nation's world-class gardens. Perhaps the most famous of these is the Jardin Exotique de Monaco, a botanical wonderland that clings to the side of a steep cliff. Opened in 1933, this garden is home to thousands of species of succulent plants and cacti, many of which have reached gargantuan sizes due to their decades of growth in the Monegasque sun. The architectural layout of the garden, with its winding stone paths and bridges, offers some of the best panoramic views of the entire Principality, the harbor, and even the Italian coastline on clear days. A unique feature of this garden is the Grotte d'Al Observatoire, a prehistoric limestone cave located at the base of the cliff, where visitors can descend hundreds of steps to see stalactites and stalagmites that have formed over millennia. It is a rare moment where one can feel the ancient, geological heart of the rock beneath the modern city. In contrast to the rugged exoticism of the cliffside, the Japanese garden near the Grimaldi Forum offers a sanctuary of Zen-like serenity. Designed by Yasuo Beppu at the request of Prince Rainier III, this garden is a masterpiece of Japanese landscaping principles, incorporating stone, water, and vegetation to create a harmonious miniature world. Every element, from the wooden bridges and the tea house to the stone lanterns and the waterfall, was crafted using materials brought specifically from Japan. The pond is filled with vibrant koi fish that swim beneath blooming cherry trees in the spring, providing a quiet escape from the hum of the city. For a more expansive coastal experience, the newly renovated Larvoto Beach is the crown jewel of Monaco's waterfront. This public beach features a wide promenade designed by Renzo Piano, offering white sand and smooth pebbles that lead into crystal clear waters. It is a sophisticated beach destination, equipped with modern amenities, seaside restaurants, and a dedicated hand-to-plage area to ensure accessibility for everyone. Beyond the urban limits, nature lovers often seek out the viewpoints from the surrounding mountains, particularly the Tite de Chêne, a massive rock formation in neighboring France that towers over Monaco. From this vantage point, you can look down at the entire principality as if it were a scale model, seeing the intricate layout of its districts and the sheer scale of its maritime expansion. For those with a day to spare, the surrounding French Riviera offers countless nature-focused day trips. The medieval village of Ez, perched high above the sea, is a favorite, where the Nietzsche path offers a challenging hike through Mediterranean scrubland with rewarding views. To the east lies Menton, known for its mild climate, and the Garden of Valrome, where rare tropical species flourish. To the west, the peninsula of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat offers the Sentier du Littoral, a coastal walking path that hugs the shoreline, passing by rocky coves and the magnificent Villa Efroussi de Rothschild. Monaco's commitment to nature is also evident in its urban parks, like the Princess Antoinette Park, which serves as a green lung for the city with its centuries-old olive trees and family-friendly play areas. Whether you are exploring the marine life in the sanctuary of the Mediterranean or walking the cliffside paths that overlook the sea, the outdoor experience in Monaco is one of curated perfection, where the wild beauty of the Riviera is tamed into a series of exquisite, accessible landscapes that refresh the spirit. Navigating the vertical landscape of Monaco is an experience in itself, as the principality has developed one of the most efficient and unique transportation systems in the world to overcome its steep terrain. Because the country is built on the side of a mountain, traditional transit methods are supplemented by a massive network of public elevators and escalators, known as the ascenseurs publics. There are nearly 80 elevators and 35 escalators strategically placed throughout the city, allowing pedestrians to move between the different levels of the principality, from the harbor to the high-altitude neighborhoods, without ever having to hike up a steep hill. These lifts are free to use and are often located inside parking structures or office buildings, serving as the hidden arteries of the city. For longer distances, the Compagnie des Autobus de Monaco, CAM, operates a comprehensive bus network consisting of 6 main lines that cover every major district. These buses are clean, air-conditioned, and remarkably punctual, often arriving at intervals of just 5 to 10 minutes. The buses are also increasingly eco-friendly, with several lines utilizing 100% electric vehicles as part of Monaco's goal to achieve carbon neutrality. For visitors, the Monapass smartphone application is the most convenient way to manage travel, allowing you to purchase digital tickets and passes and work across the bus network, the Monobike electric bike sharing system, and even the solar-powered Bateau bus. The Bateau bus is a charming water taxi that crosses the Port Hercules, providing a scenic and quick way to get from the Quai des Stations in Monte Carlo to the cruise ship terminal near the Old Town. For those arriving from outside the Principality, the Gare de Monaco Monte Carlo is a marvel of modern engineering. The entire station is located deep underground, carved directly into the rock. It is served by the French regional train network, TER, which connects Monaco to Nice, Cannes, and Antibes in the west, and Menton and the Italian border in the east. The trains are frequent and offer stunning views of the Mediterranean coastline, making them the most practical choice for day trips. Taxis are available, but operate differently than in many other cities. You cannot usually hail one on the street, but must go to a designated taxi stand or use the local taxi app. It is important to note that ride-sharing services like Uber are not permitted to pick up passengers within the borders of Monaco, though they can drop you off from neighboring French towns. For the more active traveler, the Monobike system offers over 300 electric assist bicycles at dozens of stations across the country. The electric boost is essential for tackling the steep inclines, and the bikes are a popular choice for locals and tourists alike who want to see the city at their own pace. Parking in Monaco is surprisingly well managed, with over 40 public parking lots, offering thousands of spaces, most of which offer the first hour of parking for free. This is a deliberate policy to keep the streets clear of parked cars and maintain the aesthetic beauty of the city. If you are staying for several days, a 24-hour or 48-hour tourist pass is highly recommended, as it offers unlimited travel on all bus lines and the water taxi, making it easy to hop between the palace, the casino, and the beach without worrying about individual fares. The transportation system in Monaco is a testament to the nation's ingenuity, turning a challenging geography into a seamless, high-tech experience that makes even the smallest journey feel like a part of the luxury lifestyle. The Principality is known for that shopping in Monaco is far more than a simple retail activity. It is a high-stakes immersion into the world of global luxury, balanced by the charming, authentic crafts found in the historic heart of the city. The epicenter of the shopping experience is the Carré d'Or, or Golden Circle, located around the Place du Casino. This area is home to the most prestigious names in fashion, jewelry, and watchmaking, including legends like Chanel, Dior, Cartier, and Rolex. The boutiques here are designed like mini-palaces, with window displays that are as artistic as museum exhibits. Just steps away, the One Monte Carlo district represents the future of luxury shopping, featuring striking contemporary architecture and sleek storefronts that house the latest collections from high-end designers. It is a place where window shopping is elevated to an art form, as you walk through landscaped promenades filled with the world's most fashionable people. For those who prefer a more traditional and climate-controlled environment, Le Métropole Shopping Monte Carlo is a must-visit. Located underground across from the casino gardens, this mall is famous for its opulent interior, featuring massive crystal chandeliers and Italian marble floors. It houses over 80 boutiques, ranging from luxury fashion to high-end home decor and gourmet food shops. If you are looking for a more practical and local shopping experience, the Fontville Shopping Center offers a variety of everyday brands and a large supermarket, making it the preferred choice for residents. It also sits near the harbor, where you can browse nautical-themed shops or visit the Prince's private car collection. To find authentic Monégasque souvenirs, one must head to the narrow streets of the Rock in Monaco-Ville. Here, the Boutique du Rocher, founded by Princess Grace in 1966, offers high-quality local crafts, including hand-painted ceramics, embroidered linens, and traditional toys. The proceeds from this shop support the Princess Grace Foundation, making every purchase a contribution to a good cause. Another essential stop is the Chocolatieri de Monaco, which has been the official supplier to the princely palace for over a century. Their chocolates, often shaped like the national crest or packaged in royal blue boxes, are a favorite gift for visitors. For a sensory souvenir, the local perfumeries offer scents inspired by the Mediterranean air and the exotic gardens of the Principality. The Marché de la Condamine is also a treasure trove for food lovers. While it is primarily a fresh food market, you can find local olive oils, wines from the region, and specialized kitchenware. In recent years, the Maritera district has added a new layer to the shopping scene, focusing on sustainable luxury and artisanal brands that align with the country's environmental goals. Whether you are searching for a one-of-a-kind piece of haute couture that costs as much as a small house, or a simple, beautifully crafted ceramic bowl from a local artist, shopping in Monaco reflects the dual nature of the country, a place of unimaginable wealth that still holds tightly to its Mediterranean roots and artisanal heritage. It is an experience that caters to every desire, from the most extravagant to the most intimate. Planning a trip to the Principality requires an understanding of its unique regulations and social expectations to ensure a smooth and prestigious experience. The best time to visit Monaco depends largely on your interest in its major sporting events. For motor racing fans, the month of May is the peak season, hosting both the historic Grand Prix and the Formula One Grand Prix. During this time, the city is electric, but prices for accommodations skyrocket and crowds are at their maximum. If you prefer a more relaxed atmosphere with pleasant weather, the shoulder seasons of late spring and April, or early autumn in September and October, are ideal. During these months, the Mediterranean sun is warm enough for outdoor dining and coastal walks, but the extreme heat and tourist density of July and August are avoided. Safety in Monaco is virtually unparalleled. It is often cited as one of the safest places in the world due to its incredibly high police-to-resident ratio and a comprehensive 24-hour video surveillance network that covers every square inch of the territory. While you should still practice normal precautions against pickpockets in crowded areas like the train station or the Place du Casino, violent crime is almost non-existent. When it comes to the dress code, Monaco maintains a high standard of public decorum that is enforced by law. It is strictly forbidden to walk through the streets in swimwear, bikinis, or even without a shirt, regardless of how hot the weather may be. Such behavior can result in immediate fines from the local police. In the evenings, especially when visiting the Monte Carlo casino or high-end restaurants, formal attire is often mandatory. Men should wear a jacket and tie in the private gaming rooms, and smart casual attire is the minimum requirement for public areas. For women, elegant dresses or sophisticated separates are the norm. It is also important to note that carrying a valid form of identification, specifically a passport, is essential for entering the casino, as Monegasque citizens themselves are prohibited from gambling. Regarding local laws, Monaco has a zero-tolerance policy towards drug use and loud, disruptive behavior in public. The Principality is also a leader in environmental regulations. As of 2026, there are strict rules regarding plastic use and waste disposal that tourists are expected to follow. The official currency is the euro, and while credit cards are accepted almost everywhere, having some cash for small purchases at the condiment market or for tips is helpful. Tipping is generally included in the service charge of restaurant bills, but it is customary to leave a small extra amount for exceptional service. For any emergencies, the number to dial is 112, which connects you to the integrated emergency services. By respecting these local customs and laws, you will find that Monaco welcomes you with a level of hospitality and security that few other destinations can match, allowing you to focus entirely on the beauty and excitement of your visit. In summary, the Principality of Monaco remains one of the most fascinating and multifaceted destinations in the world, successfully blending a storied medieval past with a high-tech, sustainable future. Throughout this guide, we have explored how this tiny microstate on the French Riviera has grown from a rocky fortress into a global symbol of luxury, prestige, and environmental leadership. The legacy of the Grimaldi family, who have ruled for over 700 years, is visible in every corner of the nation, from the ancient, winding alleys of the Rock in Monaco-Ville to the opulent Belle Epoque architecture of Monte Carlo. We have seen how the country has expanded its borders not through conquest, but through visionary land reclamation projects like Fontvelle in the new Maritera district, proving that size is no barrier to ambition. The cultural landscape is equally rich, defined by a deep respect for tradition, as seen in the celebrations of Saint Devote and National Day, yet balanced by a modern appetite for world-class entertainment and sporting excellence. The culinary scene offers a unique taste of the Mediterranean, where humble local snacks like barbajans sit, alongside the multi-starred gastronomic temples of the world's greatest chefs. For the visitor, Monaco offers a range of experiences that are impossible to replicate elsewhere. The thrill of walking a Formula One track that doubles as a city street, the serenity of a Japanese garden perched above a bustling harbor, and the awe-inspiring scientific heritage of the Oceanographic Museum. It is a place of contrasts, where the silence of the Prince's Palace courtyard is just a short walk away from the high-stakes roar of the casino and the buzzing nightlife of the port. As we look toward the future in 2026, Monaco continues to set a global example for urban sustainability, proving that a high-density, high-luxury environment can coexist with a deep commitment to marine conservation and carbon neutrality. Whether you are drawn to the Principality for its glitz and glamour, its historical depth, or its natural coastal beauty, Monaco leaves an indelible mark on all who visit. It is more than just a tax haven or a playground for the elite. It is a living, breathing testament to human ingenuity and the enduring power of a unique national identity. As you conclude your journey through these 11 points, you carry with you a complete picture of a nation that remains small in geography but massive in its impact on the world stage. From the heights of the Jardin Exotique to the depths of its turquoise waters, Monaco is a destination that truly offers the pinnacle of the Mediterranean lifestyle, inviting you to return again and again to discover its secrets and celebrate its timeless elegance.